organization, institution to prepare the upcoming labor leaders from south of Sahara on this continent. I want to thank you, and I want to thank government for having decided to have this function here. And as I've known our government for years, and I want to assure our chief guest that there is no country in Africa, if not in the world, that I've never stepped my foot on. Here in Africa, Kenya has a wonderful public service. We have maintained it since we attained independence in 1963. Our then Kenya Institute of Administration, a precursor of the current Kenya School of Government, did a lot to prepare those who prepared you. Some of African governments, because I speak for workers on this continent, 54 African countries and labor centers affiliated to the Organization of the African Trade Union, UNIT, which works closely with the African Union, allowed us to have an office in Accra, Ghana, whose first founding of that organization was an African by the name, was a Kenyan by the name of JG, or Dennis Akumu. I'm the president of that organization, undisputed president, because I have been undergoing re-elections time and again to speak for Africa, here and abroad. And I have seen what other governments, the type of other governments have in the name of civil service. Ours is exceptional, it's wonderful, responsive, assuring, and really administrative. And I would urge you to keep up with that standard. Don't be cowed. Don't, even if whenever they call you whatever type of names, be focused on deliveries. I want to thank you for that. And every department of our government. And one exceptional thing, chief guest, is that even if a politician today influences the government to appoint a senior civil servant, that particular senior civil servant will be aligned to Kenya's government policies. And we will never know, even if it's coming from Lamu, from Mandera, from Western Kenya, or from anywhere, the service remains exceptional and wonderful. I'm saying so because I've been around for some times. And when there are shortcomings, I will always tell you. You have done very well. But lastly, I would urge you as I go to sit down and as I welcome you here, let us sell what this government is trying to do. I served the first founding father of this nation. I was a branch secretary of the then Kenya Union of Post and Telecommunication Employees before our first president passed on. Served our second president for 24 years, and I had a special gate, and at whatever time of the day and night, if I wanted to see him. Served your third president. He supported me, even to make sure that this college is a modern college. I served the fourth president, the Republic of Kenya, and I'm now serving the fifth president of our republic. And I know for sure I will serve the sixth president of this republic. This is what a simple logic, friends, brothers and sisters. Because I always mutate myself. I always try to cut myself to a size understandable to the current environment. So I remain relevant. If you say you are young, you come to my house, you find your mother is young. If you talk about artificial intelligence, digital economy or e-commerce as it is known, platform economies, we are with you there. So there is no any day I will fade away in issues related to public management. But I want to thank and I want to repeat, kindly assist this government by selling it. The programs of this government is carrying out, they are notable, marvelous, wonderful. Here in Kisumu, if you see the affordable housing project in this city here, you can't believe it. I have had a property in this town since 1972, up to date. Our small house here, I know where we came from and where we are in this city. I want also to take this opportunity to thank the governor of this place here. I don't know whether he's here. Governor Anyang' Nyong'o has done wonderful management and administration of any given city. Kisumu is now among the cleanest city in the Republic of Kenya. So I don't want to take a lot of time. This is your day. But please kindly, in every county now there is a government, a new government project. And I would urge you to assist His Excellency the President to have a propaganda department so that this department can propagate the successes this government is carrying out. Can tell you, you are lucky you have a fearless president, a president who can face MPs and tell them that you either vote for me and this is the way forward. You are lucky. And he's exposed. He's modernizing State House, he's modernizing everywhere. He's doing what we couldn't be able to manage that can be done. This requires a very brave person like your president. Help him by selling whatever he's doing to members of public. Let people believe him through you. Because any political government is driven by civil service. And I will give you some, last elections, the civil servants knew, we as Mio, we were not going to make it. They knew very well. Because I could call some of my friends in the government, the then government of President Uhuru Kenyatta, and they don't want even to talk to me. Even if I try to say what. And I told my friends in 2021 that William Samoei Ruto has already taken this civil service. Because even those who are close to the president, they knew we are losing. So the driving force of any political position is within you guys. Now, please, that is why I'm saying use the mechanism of machinery under your disposal to protect the current president. He's talking of moving us from third world to first world, and it can be done. It can be done. True, it can be done. I've been crying for that. I have a close cousin of mine here, a friend of mine, James Onyango Koyo, the MP for Muhoroni. I have traveled with him everywhere in the world, wherever I go. Even on 13th of this month, we are going with him to London. He will tell you that to have exposed person is not easy. And the cities of Kisumu, the cities of Mombasa, the city of Nairobi, I have said, head of public service, let Nairobi city be managed by national government. That is the gate. That is the gate of our nation. We don't want to see those hawkers when you are coming from the airport throughout the city. Because the picture you see as you enter into any given country depicts the poverty or the riches of that particular country. We are not poor. Kenya and Nairobi in particular, We are the satellite of economic activities within this region. And we must match that. We must be proud for that. We have a wonderful city. Nairobi is more bigger than any other international cities. Kisumu is bigger than Geneva, where I have 3 offices. Or Brussels, Belgium, where I have an office. And more cleaner than New Delhi, where I have an office. Little bit equal to Accra, Ghana, where I have an office. Accra is as clean as Kisumu here. So I want to urge you, please, let's assist the president to sell this country. And we will protect him. We will protect him. We will protect him. We will. Let me end it there, because yours is to do service. Don't help me. Don't repeat what I say, because me, I can say anything under the sun, so long as what I'm saying is correct. May God bless you. May God bless our civil service. May God bless our administration. And we must come together to assist. And he has able people, I was forgetting. He has very wonderful people that you need to protect them. Particularly the PSS he has. We need to protect them. And even ministers are wonderful. There is a young minister here, very daring. It's called Ruku Sujuruku. Very daring young man. You must support these people for the purposes of making sure that we propel this country to high heights. Don't listen to politics. Don't listen to politics. If somebody teases with you politically, pick a telephone and call me. I will get the chief guest. If I can't get the chief guest, I will get him. I will talk to him. I will talk to him. May God bless you.
Ladies, a round of applause. A round of applause to Dr. Francis Atuoli. Thank you so much for those words. You've been educated, you've been informed. Our host and chief guest, with your permission, allow me to recognize the authority of office, the governor of this great, great city and county of Kisumu. And at this juncture, I will call the deputy governor to come and represent him, Dr. Matthew Ochieng Owili. Karibu. Deputy Governor, Kisumu County. Karibu. And as he makes way, oh, here he is. Okay, I am told he is making his way. We just give him about 6 minutes. And if that is acceptable, I think we will move to the other item. We'll move to the other item, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly, I had told you earlier on that there were papers on your tables. You can see there's an A4. That is where you get to the app. And as I was telling you, on that app, 50 to 60% of what will happen this evening will be on that app. If you can put that up for us. Bona technician, we go there very quickly. It will lead you to 2 apps. There you go, 3 apps. If you have an Android phone, if you have an Apple phone, or if those 2 don't take, you can use the web application. If you've not registered, kindly do so very quickly. So many of the photos that were being taken will be uploaded there, and it's an amazing, 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 amazing application. We need to interact with it. You can send messages. It has an amazing social media application. We can interact with it. Yes, yes, there it is, you can see. Yeah, for those who are there, you can see all the features that it has. Yes, you can send a message to somebody who has already logged in or somebody who has registered on it. You can have a chat, you can send photos, but later we'll put a disclaimer on those photos, tafadhali. We'll put a disclaimer, ndivyo tusipate accidents. Yeah? So as we wait for the deputy governor of this great city of Kisumu, for those ones of you who have not downloaded that application, kindly do so now. We are kindly requesting that you do so now. Asanteni sana. And the reason why I'm waiting for you to do that is because the next stage we are going, you will require that application. I hope you've done that. And this is the session now I told you we are moving into. Very quickly, we are going to move around very quickly. In about 3 to 5 minutes, I want you to have selfies with somebody who is not sitting near where you are. So move around. Kindly, I'm asking you to do this right now. Start moving around. You have the permission of the chief guest and you have the permission of... Yes, yeah, let's start moving. Moving around. Let's start taking selfies, ladies and gentlemen, and they'll be loaded very quickly. We need to start seeing people move. Na mtuashie lights za selfies, eh? Mtuashie lights za selfies. Hey, sioni watu wakitembea, tuanze kutembea bana. And you can have a selfie with whoever you want. Let's move, ladies and gentlemen. Tusonge, 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 tusonge. Let's take selfies. Na ndaonyesha vile hata ya kwanza inachukuliwa. Keep moving, keep moving. I'm seeing people still talking. Hey, this is uko nyuma tafadhali. I need to see you people coming here in front. Kujeni, chukueni selfies. Please have 3 to 5 selfies. And with some people and with persons you do not know. Tuendelee, 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 tuendelee. You have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, everybody's coming to the front. Chukueni pia kule kwingine tafadhali. Ai. Naona wengi wamezunguka chief guests. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your 2 minutes is over. Your 2 minutes is over. Hey. Your 2 minutes is over. Let's go back to our seats. Let's go back to our seats. Back to our seats, ladies and gentlemen. Back to our seats. Msifanye niisha sauti bwana. Hey, yeah. Back to our seats, back to our seats. Hii mambo ya selfie imekuwa mzuri sana. I told you it was going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Okay. Okay, mabibi na wana tunawaomba. Rudini kwenye viti vyenu. To save on time. Tafadhalini. Rudini kwenye viti vyenu, and as you do so, ladies and gentlemen, as you do so, allow me to call onto the stage as you go back to your seats. Najua mechukua selfie. Hey, kila mtu anataka kuchukua selfie na PS Raymond Omolo, tunasema maneno ya selfie ikuise. I see where you people are congregating, and I'm going to put a disclaimer to those photos. Those photos should be used for good. All right. Thank you. Haya basi. Shukran sana. Hey, mambo ya selfie. Hey, yo, ladies. Mambo ya selfie imekwisha. Tumekubaliana. We need there to be some silence. Ladies and gentlemen, and order, so that we can invite the next guest. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, kumbukeni bado hatuna ilani. We've not been officially invited to this function. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, Honorables, remember we've not been invited officially to this function. Good. And in that spirit, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome our host. Put your hands together to welcome our host, who is our Chief of Staff and Head of the Public Service, Karibu Hobbs. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as our chief guest and host makes way to the stage. Ai, hiyo sio makofi bana ya host na chief guest. Tafadhalini. Mnaniangusha jo. Hapo. Tunapiga makofi paka akuje kwenye jukwaa. Hivyo. And I told you I'm putting a disclaimer on those.
Thank you very much. Can we have our seats? Tuwaje biashara pande ule ingine. Our chief guest, the Honorable John Mbadi, Cabinet Secretary in charge of the National Treasury. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kisumu, Honorable Cabinet Secretaries present, Julius Ogamba, Minister of Education, Honorable Ruku, Minister of Public Service, Honorable Wandai, Minister of Energy, Honorable Oparanya, Minister of Cooperatives, Honorable Mutua, Minister of Labor, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mercy Wanjau, the Honorable Secretary General Kotu, Francis Atwoli, Principal Secretaries present, distinguished members of Parliament present, County Executive Committee members present, County Secretaries present, Chairpersons and Chief Executive Officers of State Corporations and Constitutional Commissions present, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Let me take these 2 minutes first to say it really gives me a profound pleasure and genuine honor to welcome each one of you to the 2025 end of year public service reflection dinner and agenda setting for 2026 here in the beautiful city of Kisumu. Tonight, we are not just gathered as colleagues, we are gathered as a family of leaders who have shared a demanding, meaningful, and purpose-driven journey throughout the year. Allow me to express my deepest appreciation for the dedication, teamwork, integrity, and unwavering commitment you have each shown in advancing the agenda of this administration and in strengthening service delivery to the people of Kenya. This evening is special. It is a rare moment for us to pause, exhale, reconnect, and celebrate the milestones we have achieved, big and small, knowing how much effort, sacrifice, and heart has gone into each success. Tonight, we also celebrate you, the people behind the progress. Your discipline, resilience, creativity, and spirit of service continue to propel our nation forward. You are the reason our systems work, our institutions stand, and our citizens experience a government that is present and responsive. As we turn our gaze towards the year 2026, we do so with renewed clarity and ambition. It is a year that calls for visible results, accelerated implementation, and tangible impact in every corner of government. And knowing the caliber of leadership gathered in this room, I'm confident we will rise to the call, to that call. In the same spirit of honoring excellence, we will tonight recognize and celebrate some of our colleagues who have gone above and beyond, those whose exemplary performance has lifted teams, strengthened institutions, and inspired the rest of public service. And now, before we begin the brief programs that have been prepared, allow me to invite all of us to break bread together, to share a meal, strengthen old bonds, and build new ones as we deepen the spirit of unity and comradeship that defines us as the public service family. Karibuni sana, and please enjoy this fellowship. Karibuni sana. So before I retreat to my seat, we have, let me recognize, I had not seen the Cabinet Secretary responsible for East African Community, Beatrice Askul Moe. Makofi kwake. So we have one of the Cabinet Secretaries who has an urgent assignment in Nairobi, and he really wishes to leave now. So may I invite him to come and say something before he leaves. Karibu Wanaruko. As I told you, this is your people as a CS public service. Uko nyumbani. Karibu.
Thank you very much. The end of public service, the Honorable Felix Koskei, my colleagues, Cabinet Secretaries, the Chief Guest, the Honorable Bandi, Cabinet Secretary for Treasury, the Principal Secretaries who are here, the CEOs and Chairmen of different parastatus, and all distinguished guests, good evening. I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to appreciate all the public servants, from the military to teachers to police, to all those who are working in our county government across the Republic of Kenya. It is true, as what the Honorable Atwoli has said, Kenya is one of the best public servants. And as our Constitution Article 232 says about the principles and values of public service. As a Minister of Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Program, I know a lot has been put so that we can be able to serve the people of the Republic of Kenya efficiently, effectively, and at the same time ensuring we are within the cost requirement. This has been made possible by the senior management who are seated here. But we have very many other public servants across the sub-counties, even locations, in very remote places in the Republic of Kenya, who are doing an exemplary job every day, especially our teachers, our policemen, our military officers, our doctors and nurses. We appreciate them for the work which they are doing. At the same time, as public servants, we have many challenges we are facing, some of them out of the budget constraint, and also some of them out of negligence. We have senior officers in different state departments, in different parastatals, as the ministry, Public Service Ministry, has conducted an audit to know whether the wage bill is within where we are required to be, whether we have wastage. And this audit is revealing very serious crimes which have been committed, either knowingly or either omission or commission. But these are some of the challenges which we have to take care of as people serving within the public service. In terms of the attitude to those we are working with, in terms of being punctual to our workstations, I had an opportunity to visit a number of regional offices across the country. Because the President of the Republic of Kenya and his deputy have shown us time management, keeping time in whatever we do when we are serving Kenyans. We see in many places, in many offices across the Republic of Kenya which are serving the public, lateness, punctuality is a problem. These are some of the things which we have to take care of in the coming year to ensure we run at a very efficient public service so that they can be able to serve every Kenyan, so that we can be able to see every Kenyan as our customer. We have been given a solemn duty by the people of the Republic of Kenya to serve them, to offer them services. And they must feel, indeed, they have a government through public service or through public servants who are serving them with commitment, with diligence, and that we care about their welfare. The chief guest, with those remarks, I say thank you. And again, I beg for permission to go back to Nairobi because we have some engagement there tonight and also tomorrow very early in the morning. We have some other engagement to ensure, as you know, government is politically formed. We must ensure the local politics also is proper in all corners of the Republic of Kenya. And we are going to do this without apology. We must defend this government in the most appropriate way. And for those who thought that Mlima or Mount Kenya is gone with some crazy people, the people of Better North gave them an answer. The Mlima, the people of Mount Kenya region, they are family with union with the President of the Republic of Kenya and his government. And we are going to support the President for the remaining 2 years firmly, and come 2027, Kenya, the Kenyan people will make the decision. And that decision, as Atoria said, again, we are going for 2 terms. I thank you. I thank you so much. And asante sana, allow me now to leave. And I look forward to working together with all of you in making a public service work. In the new year, I will ensure, I will push. We have some programs we are working on. The end of public service is aware on platform which we want to put in place to make public service delivery to the Kenyan more efficient and enjoyable. At the same time, cutting costs so that we can ensure our chief guest, who is a minister in charge of treasury, does not complain every day that there's no enough resources. We have limited resources as a nation, and we have to use them in the most prudent manner for the posterity of our nation, and especially for our young people. Asanteni sana, enjoy your evening. Thank you so much.
Makofi tena kwa CS